Hello, Flosstube. My name is Griffin, and this is Stitching with the Griffin number 57. If you're new here, welcome. This playlist is all about my cross-stitching, my embroidery, and my hand sewing. Currently, I just have cross-stitching, but, it is what it is. Oh, pardon me, back's a little stiff. If you're returning subscriber, welcome back, and thank you to everyone for being here. I greatly appreciate it. It is morning, so my lights are still a little bright, but and I'm still waking up a little bit. I don't have my notes. I forgot to write notes, so I'll be winging it today. First off, thank you to everyone who has watched my live stream since it came out. I was ranting about a Juliet dress. Well, yeah. And I will address that in my crochet video at the beginning of October. Yeah, there's some things going on in the crochet community right now, and it's like, okay, subscription boxes and those things. Subscription boxes can be great. I liked my cotton and twine, though I have not done a deep dive on cotton and twine, so I can't really talk about that except my own experience. And it's just buyer beware. Everything is buyer beware now. It's a shame. Everybody's looking for ways to make money, and not everyone is doing it legally, ethically, morally correct. Some people, we're not even going to talk about that. That's not what this channel is about. We've all been scammed. We all know people who have been scammed, and we know, it's not right. And some don't intentionally scam. They just, but more often than not they do. So anyway, I have a finish. Yes, I have a finish. Pardon me. It's on the thing here. It's done. Oh my god, it's done. Look how beautiful it looks. Now I have a subscriber that did this. She did it on a white, it looks like white Aida with 3 different colors in it, and it's not finished yet. I'm hoping that she'll at least let me show it when it's done, even if I don't use her name, and I don't mind. If you want to send me your, stuff, you can, and I will happily share it with you. Share it here on the channel, and I will use your name or not as you want. But this is from Modern Folk Embroidery. Jacob DeGraff is the designer. Look at that. This is a freebie on the site, as those of you who are new don't know. I did this on 18 count Yellow Submarine by Stitchman Darcy. Look, Darcy, how I came out. Oh, I'm so happy with this. This is using a satin DMC. I want to say it's 850, but it could be 3850. It's a really beautiful blue. It does not capture, it's a lot darker, but look at that beautiful color. It really pops on the yellow, and this is kind of washing the yellow out. It is washing the yellow out. The yellow is actually darker. More of a marigold yellow, I'd say. Something like that. Or goldenrod yellow. But, goldenrod might be too late. Anyway. So it's done. 2/1 full cross. Satin DMC floss, which was a pain in the neck, but I got it done. I am so happy with that. Yes, it does have hoop marks, but it's going back in the hoop once I get it painted and then get it all done. I'm doing my very first hoop finish when that is done. Now, following on the heels of that, my next project, which is going to be done on the yellow submarine, is a freebie by Stone Street Stitchworks. Stone Street, yes. And I'm having to do this because this is a freebie and so they don't have a big picture of it. But there we go. So this, there we are. It's supposed to be flower. I thought it was a tree. It's not a tree. It's a pot of flowers and a window. That's what it's called. A flower in a window. Pardon me. Flowers in a window. And it says flowers in a window features a floral motif found in antique Dutch samplers. The motif is surrounded by a modern polygonal border to give the viewer the feeling of going back in time at a floral scene hundreds of years ago. So, I think that's going to be lovely. I am doing it on the yellow submarine. Let me pull it out. Doing it on some of the yellow submarine. I still have plenty left, so I got a decent size. And I will be using if I get it sorted out here, Gentle Arts sampler threads. They're called sampler threads. And this one is a Simply Shaker Gentle Arts. I'm not sure what is the difference between this one and the regular one, but look how that yellow is going to just. This is Carrot, and it's these are all variegated. Some more so than others, so this is a pretty subtle variegation. But look how beautiful this is going to look on here. Let's see if I can separate it out a little bit. Beautiful that is. So that's Carrot. And we have Burnt Orange. And if you haven't guessed yet, these are going to be used for the flowers. So this is Burnt Orange. It's going to be like an autumnal feel. I don't know why I keep pulling on that. But this is a darker orange, and it's got definite variegations in it, almost to a brown, but not quite. And my light is horrible, so you don't really see this kind of big blob. I hope you can see the variegation in that. It's gorgeous. It's going to be gorgeous. And then there's Green with Envy. And this is going to be the leaves. So there's that. Isn't that gorgeous? That is just so beautiful. So beautiful. And then we have Acorn for all the stems and everything. Now these were ones that I bought specifically for this, but since I am doing cardinal points in Gentle Arts threads too, and I bought some extra either sunflower or gold leaf on top of everything else that I needed. I will be using one of those for the pot that's in here. And oops, for the pot. Okay, so every other one I'm gonna do carrot, and every other one I'm going to do burnt orange. Then the leaves are going to be the green with envy, and then the acorn is going to be the stems. And then I will use either gold leaf or sunflower for this. And for the... See, I don't know if I should put that polygonal border on there, because I'm going to do a hoop finish. So I don't know if I want the border on there or if I'm going to leave it off and just let the hoop finish be, you know, be the design on it. What do y'all think? You know, what should I leave it on there, or should I take it off? But it is a freebie by Stone Street Stitchworks. I will be leaving a link to the, or I will be, yeah, going to try and leave a link to it in the description box below. I'll at least put Stone Street on there. Stone Street Stitchworks. Say that 3 times fast. And that way you can go and look at what they have. They've got some cute things. I just happened to see that, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. I can do that. And here we go. And it's not a very big piece. I'll still have plenty of yellow left over to do a couple other things. So yeah, but I'm really psyched about my finish. And in the beginning, well, not the beginning, maybe the beginning of the new year, I will do a finish parade or something. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Making plans that far ahead is not something I could actually do. So moving on, now that I've waffled quite a bit, this is, what did I do with the, pardon me for a moment, because I seem to have misplaced the picture. Misplaced the picture of it. Where did I put it? It's not in there. Well, oh, I think I see it. Nope. Yep. Ah, haha. Okay. Here is my focus piece for the year. One of them. Started this in January and still working on it steadily. This is The Magic of Books by Charting Creations. The designer artist is N. Northup. So there we are. Isn't that gorgeous? That's what it's supposed to look like when it's done. Does it look like it now? No. I'm on page 3 out of, I think, 36 or something. And I am doing this 2/1 wool cross on 16 count natural Aida. I kept thinking it was 18, but it's actually 16. And I didn't quite get a page finished, but I'm getting... Now, I didn't take a picture of this, and you guys by now are probably getting used to that. I do and I don't. But if you want to look at video number 55, you'll see where I left off. No, 56, because 56 or 57? Might be 57, the one I still haven't changed the title on, but I will. I think it's 57. I didn't do a video last week because I did the live stream, so I'm a little bit off. So 57, but here we are. Isn't that pretty? We're getting down here. There is a moth there, so this is actually the last bit of the background plus a little bit up there, and then it'll be done. Let me hold that up like that. So just need to finish that, and that in the background will be done, and then I'll just have all the moths. Sorry, kitty is just floating in space there. He's up above everything. Let me move him real quick. Please don't try this at home unless you've been doing this a while. Alright. So I'm doing this with DMC, the called for DMC floss. And hoping to get page 3 done by the end of the year. And then get page 4 maybe started. I might just, I don't know. Still got some time left, but there we are. So there's all the, what is that? Is that a butterfly? Or a moth? Oh no, it's a balloon. Ah! Okay. Those are balloons. That's a balloon. That's a partially made moth. Yeah. One of these is partially made. Yeah. Partially made. Sorry, there's something going on outside. It might be a woodpecker. There's a partially made moth there. Just this little bit here. And then the rest, that's a moth. It's just a little oddly shaped. Then there's going to be a moth there, and then that's the rest of the background. So then I will be doing all the moths, and I will do them one at a time instead of doing them, you know, one color all of them, because it'll drive me bats if I try to do it that way. If I do it one at a time, I know they'll get all done, and I won't miss any stitches. So that is Charting Creations, The Magic of Books. And I'll put this back. And I'm still having a lot of fun with that one. Eventually I will get another Charting Creations, I'm sure. But I think I keep saying I think that I might do an Artisy. I might get an Artisy. I've seen lots of Artisy pictures that I like. I will not do a Haid ever. Well, I can't say ever. If I am gifted a Haid, I will do the Haid. But I will not buy a Haid. That's a heaven and earth design piece. I will not, for numerous reasons I won't go into. But I do believe that after I do this one, I mean, I love my full coverage, and I will be doing another full coverage after this one is done. Next year, I have plans to restart a full coverage, and I'm hoping that I have everything for it. The only thing I need is the fabric, and yeah, I need to figure out what size fabric and how much of it I'm going to need. What I'd like to do is restart the map of Middle Earth and do that as my focus piece for next year along with books. I do have other things that I'm going to be doing. Believe me, that's, if you've been on my channel for a little while, you know right now that I'm doing 2 WIPs 1 week, 2 WIPs another week, and then continuing on like I did with this. I finish one and I start another one. So I will be continuing that next year with a small wrinkle, but we're not going to talk about that right now. But yeah, there are things that I want to do. Like I said, Artisy, I've seen some beautiful pieces. I haven't gone on I think I have gone on the website and looked at a few, but it's a matter of having time and not rushing things. I am not a serial starter. I don't start things, or try not to start things and then not finish them, or just let them sit in a drawer somewhere for a while. I am not a completely reformed monogamous stitcher, but I I still want to do just a few at a time because that makes me happy. I have an ADHD brain. I'm sorry. I have a neurodivergent brain. I am not going to label myself because I am not my mental condition. I am not my brain chemistry. I am me. And so I refuse to introduce myself as, hi, I'm so-and-so and I'm ADD. No, that's not what defines me. If that's what defines you, thumbs up. More power to you. And I wholeheartedly support your decision to do that. Me, myself, and I am not that way. And as far as I know, my youngest is not either. Neither of my children are. We are defined by what we do. I'm a fiber artist. I am a mom and a grandma. That's how I'm defined. I am defined by I am a mom and a grandma. I'm a 50. That's how I introduce myself. Hi, I'm Kat Griffin. I am a mom and a grandma. And then I am a fiber artist and a cat lover and a reader and so many other things. And then on the tail end somewhere down there, I am neurodivergent. At least that's what that's the umbrella for all the different conditions now that we have. I was born this way, and we didn't have names for it back then. I was considered lazy. I was considered stupid. I was considered the R word, which we can no longer say. Mentally deficient. And I was even called those things after my IQ was tested, and I was tested pretty high. I will not say what it is because it doesn't matter. But I have issues. I have procrastination issues. I have decision-making issues. I have sleep issues. I have physical health issues. I have issues. We all have issues. And that's all I'm going to say on that. And I kind of went off on a little tangent there. I do apologize. I normally leave that for after I do my cross stitching. Ooh, I'm sorry about the whole hand waving thing. I'll try not to do that again. But I lost my train of thought. I do that sometimes too. I think that's more my age though. But what was I thinking? What was I going to say? Oh, normally I leave that kind of stuff until after I've done the stitching portion of this, and I kind of just ran over that, so I apologize for that. So those are the ones that I did, or I finished that. So next week I will be working on Cardinal Points, which is a long dog sampler, and the designer artist is Julia Line, and it is presented by, pardon me, the Gentle Arts threads. So the threads in here are all Gentle Arts. I am doing this on 18 count white Aida 2/1, and I am on page 5 because I finished page 4 already. I was talking about that in the live stream, how I had finished page 4, and now I'm going on to page 5, and I am so happy about that. Now, my other one that I'm going to be working on next week is the Witchy Stitchers Medicine and Poison, and let me pull that up so you can see that. I had completed the top, the very top part, and let me see where it went. And sorry, it's starting to get a little warm in here. I don't have my fan on because it was a nice evening, nice overnight, but now it's starting to get warm. You can hear you might be able to hear the birds a little better, I don't know. Okay, this is the best that I can do for a picture. Oh, that came out really well. There we go. So this is by the Witchy Stitcher. It's called The Difference Between Medicine and Poison. Or it's called Medicine and Poison. And it says the difference between medicine and poison is in the dose. I'm doing this very top part. I just finished the very top part. And now I'm going to start on one of the sides. So I figure I'll do both of the sides. And then I will do all of this inside bit. Because this will be the... Oh, and I'll probably do that bottom bit and then do the inside. Because this is basically borders. And then the bottom bit and then do all that. And I think that looks really cool. I am doing that on 14 count black Aida, which is what the model has been done on. And doing it in the Call for DMC colors as well. So that's going to be awesome. It's going to be very awesome looking. But that's it for my stitching for this week. You've seen what I'm going to be doing next week, and I can tell you right now, I won't have a page finish again on Cardinal points for another month or so. It's getting to be the busy season at work. I'm hoping to pick up a few more hours and go from there. I have been requested. I am the unofficial crochet pro, because I do crochet at my store. I work for Michael's, and I have been asked to create something and then have a demonstration table this coming weekend. Or I'm sorry, I've already done that. I do the children's crafts, so I keep thinking it's coming up. But we just did one last week, and I wish I had the pictures for it, because I would have loved to have showed it to you, but I didn't take any pictures. But I was given the honor of having a demonstration table, and when I do my crochet video at the beginning of the month of October, I will show you what I made for that demonstration before I give them away. They're gifts. So it worked out. I was, when I make things like that for the store, I am allowed to take them home with me once they're done. So I will be doing that, and yeah, it's going to be cool. I hope you guys will enjoy what I show you. But that's it for what I have for this week. I found a book that I am reading, and let me look at the page. Let me look at what it's called. I will link. I don't know if I can link to it yet. I need to find. Okay, I need to find it, and sorry. The title of it is called The Last City of America, and the author is Matthew Tysz, Tysz. I am reading that right now. I am not sure if this is published yet or not. I have been reinstated as a book reviewer for the online book club, and we won't even go into why I stopped being one. But I am currently reading this, and it's actually really good. So I will be reviewing it. I think it's already published. I will leave the title and everything in the description box below. I believe it's on Kindle. I will double check, and then I will link to it when I make sure. Let me see, what else have I've been watching my usual suspects, and I have found a couple of new ones. Not new usual suspects, but new YouTubers, Flosstubers to watch, but I haven't really had the time to do it. to watch them enough to say, hey, yes, I like them, or hey, no, I don't like them. If I don't like them, you're just not going to hear about them. I should just go ahead and say, hey, here they are, and you check them out if you want. But that would mean subscribing so I could actually link to them, I think. I could do the @ and put their name, but if I'm not subscribed, it doesn't take you to them, I don't think. I don't know exactly how that works, but hey, it is what it is. Check out my usual suspects and see what they're up to of late. Harvey, I know, has got a new video out. I think Amnicron does as well. The Okie Stitcher definitely does. I think I saw something from her recently. Hi, Hannah. Sarah has one every week, every Monday, chock-a-block, as she says, full of fun stuff to watch. She does flip-throughs. She shows off her viewers' finished, pieces that they send her in, pictures. She goes thrift store she goes to thrift stores. She does some stitching. She does do some stitching. She's made some beautiful ornaments. I mean, she's fun to watch. So, hey, Sarah, and I hope everyone is going to have a great day. This is my end. I try not to get too far past 30 minutes because we're too busy to spend a long time. I know I am to commit to an hour. I will for my usual suspects and for some others, but I usually chop them up. And at least this way you can go, hey, I watched her, check them out off her list, and go on and watch somebody else too. So I will see you all on the flip side.